Well, good Monday. Good evening, y'all. How y'all doing? Welcome to When the Right One Comes Men's Edition. I'm Bishop Greg Davis, and we's the men on this Memorial Day Monday. We haven't stopped since 43 weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
It's good to be here, and those of you that are joining, we need you to invite and share, put some people's names in, and let us know that you are here. 55 on everywhere. Good evening, Teresa Bryan. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. See, they show up. Everybody ain't barbecuing. If they are, they're sitting out there watching this. I was in Atlanta and I was at Jolanda's subdivision, and I didn't know people put big TVs and stuff. They be looking at stuff on Facebook in their garages and things. I got to get out a little more. It's like a little party. Hello, Diane, and y'all invite and shit. There y'all go. There y'all go. Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Lord, I used to preach there. Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Wow. Tell us where you're from. Tell us two things. Tell us where you're from, and tell us, is this your first time? We wanna talk to all the first time. About 100 of y'all on here now. I need y'all to do three things: invite and share. Okay. Tell us where you're from. And then this is a good crowd. Hello, Kings. Chesapeake, Inglewood, Colorado. I guess I can read it from up here. Hi, Melinda. Hey, Cassandra. Let us know. Chicago, Shaquita Guyton. Let us know if it's your first time. Good evening from Knoxville, Rosina. Antoine, we miss you. Valerie Burton from New Orleans, Ohio. Watch Weekly, Yolanda Lewis. Yes, sir, Bishop, my very first time. Oh, fasten your seatbelt, Malik. Greenville, North Carolina. Where y'all go? Okay. Good evening, guys. South Carolina, first time. Good evening, guys, from Maryland. Not my first time. No, I remember your face. Fasten your seatbelt. Good evening from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Kristen Dell Barnes. PG County, Maryland. That's the Wayne's people. Hello from Chursaw, South Carolina. That's some of Perry's people. Come on, Melinda. Hey, from Mika, you are what they call a founding member. Where's Kiki at? Put Kiki's name in there. Kiki don't come over here no more. She be at Frank's program now. This is my first.
Don't do that, Bishop. Don't do that.
We family. Kiki, watching from the island of Exuma, the Bahamas. I've been there before. Preached there. Exuma. Hey, from Bahama. If it's anybody from Nassau, I'm praying for Zion Church. Bishop Winnett B. Davis went on to be with the Lord. They sent me a notice. I preached for him several times. All right. Marlinda, I forgot to tell you Winnett B. Davis passed. You probably saw it in the email. Sheila Page, Los Angeles, California. Let's do this for a few minutes, and I'm going to turn it over to Bishop Frank Perry. What's up, y'all, from England? Look at that. Samuel S. Bryce. England. That's why I like doing this every now and then. You know the reach. This is an international show, Broderick.
Did you just combine me and Perry?
What did I say? Frank Perry?
I'm gonna turn it over to Bishop Frank Perry.
I do that all the time. Haven't I been doing that since the beginning, Perry?
Y'all, we got a new panelist on board. Frank Perry.
No. I miss you. I always do your name like that. You know, I'll be 59 next week, so just blame it on that. I'm gonna blame everything on that. I'm getting 59. Soy Lynch from Toronto, Ontario. Hey, Soy. All right, Soy. Good to see you. Your first time, Soy? Who else is international? Hello from Stone Mountain, Georgia. I was just there. Marcus Make a change. What? Okay. All right. Whatever y'all want to name yourself. Good evening. Um. Yes, International Angelica.
What's up,
Angelica.
Angelica?
Yo, Mika Edwards. I'm in the comments. Get her straight, Antoine. The old man is said he'll be late.
Broderick on here.
Oh, the other no. No. We got an older man, even older than Johnson now.
Joke, Frank.
He's the uncle of the group. Claiborne, I'm talking about. You said that. Come on, some more, y'all. You still crazy. Frank, Regina Rochelle. Detroit. I don't know you. Who I know? Yeah, Detroit in the house. All right, we're almost at 200 on the holiday. All right. It's amazing to me that none of the men hit me and asked me what we have in the show. I guess y'all know me. Nobody, not even the new ones. Nobody asked me. All right. Frida Williams. Hello. Hi from Washington, D.C. All right, y'all. We had 300 people, Dwayne, almost in Clubhouse, huh? Today.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, we did it for 2 hours and we was out of there.
Yeah, Frank wasn't there, but it was all well.
Don't never come visit us. I'm just Frank. Come on, Perry used to too.
Yeah. He slides in on the underground.
Listen,
He slides in with that.
Perry only goes to the high value. And
man.
I got Broderick again. He won't even come over.
in order to maintain my sanity, I have to sift through my social media intake.
Yeah, for me, it ain't no choice. Y'all wouldn't believe my hours on social media daily.
I know it's crazy.
When they give you the thing on Sunday,
Oh,
it was
man.
low. It was low this week. It was 15 hours a day.
Angelica.
What?
That's low.
That's low.
Wow.
What's high?
It'd be about 18 usually.
But okay, so how can you do everything else?
Everything I do is on social media. You got to remember. Just about, other than my TV show. It's all work. It's none of that. The only time I look at social media for recreation is when I wake up in the morning and when I go to sleep. It puts me to sleep, like just going through everybody's. Other than that, I don't really see nobody else's stuff. Yeah. Hey, got to work while it's day, y'all. All right, we turn it over to Frank Ray III, the bishop. Frank Ray III.
Man, welcome. Happy Memorial Day to everyone out there. Welcome to When the Right One Comes. This is the absolute hottest show that you can find on Joe Biden's internet on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure, do me a favor, everybody who's on Facebook, I need you to do me a favor. After the show is over, if you're on Facebook, I need you to go over to YouTube and you see that ticker running on the bottom of the screen. I need you to subscribe to the YouTube channel When the Right One Comes. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like it. We are the birth child. He birthed us out of his brilliant mind, not out of his pretty white beard, but out of his brilliant mind. He birthed us. The one and only Bishop Greg Davis, the guy who just got done talking. Y'all think Ronald Isley was the first one with a pretty white gray beard? No. My uncle, Bishop Davis, been doing this much longer than him and better than him. See, I'm gassing you up tonight, Bishop. That's what they call gas. And so
Frank, I know what gassing up means. Y'all just think everybody old. I keep up.
and listen, before we go any further, we got to give a major shout out to the young lady behind the scenes. Tonight is her birthday. It's Sister Marlinda's birthday. So I need everybody in the comment section to tell Marlinda, happy birthday, Marlinda. Marlinda, we love you. We appreciate you so much. I'm mad that you're not out turning up tonight. You should have been out turning up tonight, but you're with us, and we do appreciate her. So let's make sure we tell her happy birthday in the comment section. Next to Bishop Davis, we got the one and only Broderick Rice. He's an original Christian king of comedy. Say what's up to the people, Rice.
Hey, happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Then next to me, we got the one and only, that brown skinned man with the bald head that y'all love out there. The one and only Pastor Herbert Johnson. Say what's up, Johnson.
What's up, family?
And then up in that corner, we got the Right Reverend Dwayne Williams. Man, I gotta say what's up to the people, Dwayne.
What up, everybody? What up, my guy?
Say something from real Baltimore. Say like two or you or something right quick. Just make us.
Two.
Yeah.
That it?
Yeah, I just be amazed how it comes out.
Yeah. Dog.
Yeah. It's a unique dialect. Yeah. And then next to me, the last but not least, I have the prophet himself, Prophet Red Wall, the one and only my brother, Dr. Oren Ferry. Say what's up to the people, Ferry.
What's up, everybody? What's up?
Listen, I need everyone to do me another favor. Help us reach more people tonight. I need you to hit that share button, because having you there makes things better. We love having you in the comment section. So I need you to hit that share button. I need you to tag some people in the comment section, tag at least 5 people. And let's have an amazing time tonight. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to do that. I need you to put shared in the comment section. If you share, put the share right now. Come on, let everybody share. Everybody share. Come on, I need to see them shares. We need you there tonight. Come on, let's have a good time. I see y'all sharing. I see you, Crystal. I see you, Teresa. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, Cassandra. Thank you, Miss Tussie Boom, for sharing. Thank you, Vinny, for sharing. Thank you, Pamela, for sharing. Thank you, Mika. Thank you, Stephanie. Y'all the best. Thank you, Sheila. I see you. Thank you, Latara. Angelica has shared 3 times. Thank you. I see the numbers shooting up. Thank you, Don, for sharing. Thank you, Stephanie Edwards. We appreciate you. Thank you, Raquel Johnson. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Laverta. I see you. Man, we in for a good time tonight, y'all. It's going to be crazy. My brother is in the comment. Man away. What's up, bro? That's one of my best friends in the whole world, y'all. What's up, man away? Listen, right quick, we got one more announcement before we get started. Bishop's birthday is coming up. Put that on the screen. Sister man. Y'all see that? Who got a flyer uncle than my uncle? Y'all see that flyer? Look at that, y'all.
Hey, are they really like real smiley faces on your jeans?
It is.
Yeah, that's a designer, a local designer here in Detroit. Yeah, that's the actual outfit. That's for real.
You the only cat I know that could pull off this stuff. If I would, I'm not gonna pull it off the same way.
It's refreshing out here. They said your uncle fly in the comment section. All right. Listen, thank y'all so much for sharing. I see the number shot up when we did this, so we appreciate you. Bishop, do you want an icebreaker tonight, or we getting into it?
I do. Everybody go put it back up, Melinda. Go RSVP to GregDavisShow.com. The birthday is next Tuesday at 7:59. Y'all RSVP. Just hang out with me, all right? Don't cost you nothing, but you got to RSVP 7:59 next Tuesday. Greg Davis Show. Prayerfully, all the men can make a cameo because they stars. Yeah, we do one icebreaker. Go ahead.
I didn't see that at the bottom. Yeah, but let's make sure we RSVP. All right. Here we go. Icebreaker for the night. What do you think is totally inappropriate, but is commonly seen in today's society? What do you think is totally inappropriate, but is commonly seen in today's society? I'll start wearing bonnets in public. That's mine. Take them bunnies off in the name of Jesus. When you go outside your house, what's wrong with y'all? Come on,
I got
Dwayne, what you
another
got?
one.
Okay, Herb. Go ahead, Johnson.
Pajama pants in public. Pajama pants.
Pajama pants. Listen, I don't know what they be going through. Bunnies and pajama pants in public, standing in the line. Y'all crazy. Perry.
Yeah, you took mine, the bonnets. The bonnets be wearing me out. Them bonnets. Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Dwayne.
Well, I'm going to come from a different angle and say this. Open toe shoes when your toes are not up to par. Yes. If your toes and your hands look like you've been wrestling bears or working on construction all day, please cover them up. I'm Dwayne Williams Jr. These thoughts are kid tested, mother approved.
Rice, what you got?
Low heel shoes on a first date. Low heel shoes on a first. The scripture, David says, I will do what? Look to the what? The heels. No low heels on no first date.
They got to have high heels on, Broderick.
High heels. By his stripes. Oh, come on. Oh, you don't want the Bible. By his stripes, you are what? Healed. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm trying to help somebody, Frank. Totally inappropriate.
This man said low heel shoes.
Yeah, inappropriate.
On a first date.
On the nanopumps.
Wow. You agree with that, Perry?
No, but I just call them but I call them nanopumps.
Oh my God. Rice, you are something else. Bishop Davis, I'm turning it over back to you and you answer the question.
What's the question again? I want to make sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to make sure I answer. Go ahead.
What do you think is totally inappropriate, but is commonly seen in today's society? Them lashes. Them extra long mink lashes.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. We was out to dinner in Atlanta. I can't think of the name of the restaurant. It was downtown, but Frank, you would have liked all the restaurants I went to in Atlanta. You was a foodie. I'm gonna give you the name of all of them. They was amazing. But we was at one, and I promise you, we was on the other side of the room, and I could see the girls' eyelashes they hit me in the face. I'm telling you. And then they just lay them down anywhere. Just you go to people's house and eyelashes just sitting there. I was in my bed. I'm like, anyway, it's
you would think it's one of them centipede things. Them hairy, yeah.
Absolutely. We telling y'all, not nanopumps. Somebody said not nanopumps. Okay, so I'm going somewhere we went before, and I want to talk about communication. We won't be long tonight neither. Communication.
Good, because the Grizzlies playing Bishop.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be long tonight. I let them go early on 313 people everywhere on Memorial Day. See, you know why Claiborne ain't here yet? He called that ex.
Yeah,
I told everybody.
Told him not to.
I've been telling everybody over the weekend, don't call your exes if you're lonely. And he been texting me and DMing me all weekend. That's why you say that. I want to call my ex. So he called his ex. What?
If you think you're lonely now.
What about? Oh, he in a music mood. All right. So I have a new take on communication, Perry. I'm going to you first.
Well,
I don't think it's just about talking to one another. I think that we miss communication, and I'm serious tonight, y'all. Because we don't understand people's love languages. I don't think that we talk love language. We just talk to people. And I think, Dwayne, when you understand the 5 love languages, words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Words of affirmation don't mean somebody's insecure. We often say that a woman that needs, I need to tell you look good all the time. That's what they need. Even men need words of affirmation sometimes. And so I think that we could do better, Johnson, in our communication, but not just listening to people, but learning their love language. When was the last time you dated somebody or talked to somebody and you asked them, what's your love languages? Because I want to talk your love language. Okay, so it's words of affirmation, saying supportive things to your partner, acts of service, doing helpful things for your partner, receiving gifts, giving your partner gifts and tell them you were thinking about them, quality time. Frank, don't look at me like that. Spending meaningful time with your partner. Frank, I'm not going to have your stuff tonight.
I ain't saying nothing.
I need to call some of your mentors so they can be on here to keep you.
I hadn't said nothing.
Okay. Physical touch, being close to and caressed by your partner. Okay. I know what my 2 are. I got 2. One is gifts. I love to receive gifts. Okay. And the second one is I like physical touch. I don't need nobody to affirm me. Hell, I know who I am. Somebody else may need that though. You know what I'm saying? I don't need acts of service, doing things for your partner. Nah, not so much. I don't need quality time because when I'm finding out past 2 days, I'm done. Like, I think I've been living by myself too long. It's like, could you please, so I'm checking myself out on it, but I know my 2 is gifts. I love to receive gifts and I love touch. And I think anybody that's going to be with me is going to have to talk my love language. So, gentlemen, first, Perry, what is your love languages? Based upon the 5 things I just said. You want to say them again?
No, sir.
Yeah.
I already took the test like 5 times. So.
Did they ever change?
No. Mine was always the same. Mine is always words of affirmation. I like somebody to talk to me, tell me I look good, and you got to touch my body. Okay, you got to touch me.
Oh, what the music got, Frank?
See, there's nothing wrong with affirmation. So he's not an insecure man because that's what he likes. That's what he likes. So that's your 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They are.
Frank,
Yes, I know. I took the test about 5 times as well.
Did it come up the same?
They always the same. I
Hey,
believe.
Siri, shut up.
Whoa.
She just keep talking about 1 sec.
Lift your hands, Bishop. I just seen something in you right then.
She just said.
I just saw something. I just saw a spirit in you right there.
Like, don't you? You've been on the road. You've been on the road too long.
Lift your hands. I just saw something right then.
And then she gonna tell me there's no need for that because I said it.
She said that?
Oh yeah, she'll tell you that. Oh yeah, she'll tell you there's no need for that.
Yo, Perry, you cracking up over there?
Go ahead. What's yours, Frank? What's yours?
Physical touch, acts of service are normally my main 2. I believe we all communicate in all of them, but we just need.
I wouldn't have never thought touch was one of yours. I'd have thought you'd tell somebody get the hell away from me.
No, physical touch and acts of service are
okay.
2 of mine.
Okay, Johnson.
I say mine is the same thing. Words of affirmation and physical touch. I enjoyed the conversation. And I enjoyed the small things too, that like keep me on track or help me to see something that I may have a blind spot.
Would that be acts of service? Would that be acts of service too then?
Yeah, I would say acts of service combined with words of affirmation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, D Wayne.
Physical touch, number one, and then I would say probably quality time here.
Quality time.
Yeah.
So you like them up under you?
So Bishop, to answer that, I want to say yes, but it's got to be organic though. Like I don't want like it to be forced. Like it's got to be a mutual situation. And I've been a mutual situation. Amen.
I just want to hear you say it.
I know. No, all jokes aside, because I've been in 2 relationships where it was organic and it was so natural that it really didn't become like a weight. It didn't become like, oh, I'm tired of you. So yeah, I like both of those.
Okay. I hate to ask.
Why, Bishop?
Go ahead.
Listen, mine are physical touch, gifts, and then I would say quality time.
Okay. So say it again.
I'm bringing out 3. So I would say, did I say gifts? I mean, shucks, Bishop, it's all of them. It just depends on what
you got to pick 2.
Okay, well, the 2 I'll pick is
you took the test?
No, I didn't.
You need to take tests, but go ahead. What do you think of yeah?
Well, I would say physical touch, that's without a doubt, even though I've been living out without it. And then words of affirmation.
You're lying. I'm sorry. You've been living without what?
The touch. I haven't been touched by a woman in over a year.
Oh, because of COVID.
Right.
But before that, you was touched regularly.
Enough. And I'm not talking about sex, Bishop.
Frank, you know Frank. He walked right into it.
Listen, at least I could kiss and hug or be in the company of a woman.
They say kiss and leave to other stuff.
Oh, well then there's that. Yeah.
And then there's that. Okay. So here's what women,
brother.
You're right. Here's what women say. Women say that all men is physical touch. But I disagree with that. I know men that they don't like all that, you know.
Well, let me. You might be right, Bishop, because reading
that all men are physical touch.
It says, aside from sex, those who have physical touches, their primary love language, feel loved when the partner shows physical affection in some way, like holding their hand, touching their arm, or giving them a massage at the end of the day.
Yeah. I can't do massages. Massages for me is like, that's like foreplay to me. I just can't. I'm telling too much. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Oh, you mean receiving or giving?
Huh?
Receiving a massage or giving?
I like to do both, but receiving it is like, because that just sends me. I'm telling too much. I don't want my DMs full. That's okay.
Oh, it's too.
What is wrong with you, Claiborne? Going off of that with all that holy stuff you coming on here with. You're the one that was trying to call your ex all day long.
Why is you telling all my business in the street?
It's too late. It's too late.
I told him before you got on here. I told him that's where you.
I heard you. You didn't see me. You kept seeing me texting, going, "Stop telling all my business."
So, what do you know your love languages?
You're in a different studio every night.
Every night, man.
He was in Israel last night.
He was
in a tomb.
Claiborne, do you know yours?
Yeah, mine's definitely is affirmations and touch. I both ways. I love to receive and I love to give it.
Everybody but Broderick said touch.
See, let's be honest. Let's be honest. When most men think of touch, they're thinking of a sexual touch. They're thinking of
because I like PDA, Frank.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm a PDA person. I like public display of affection.
I love it.
Yeah. Like I'll lean over and peck somebody, kiss somebody in public. I don't care about it. Maybe that's the white side of me.
Well, no, Bishop, because I don't got none of that side of me, but I like that too.
Let me see what's in my refresher tonight, because I'm a little.
Hey, you said you like PDA, Bishop?
I like public display of affection. Yeah,
I
like holding hands and when you out and you grabbing me and all that stuff. Frank don't like it though. I know he don't.
But Bishop,
No, hold on, Bishop. How you gonna say what I don't like?
Hey,
Frank,
Bishop,
you just seem like you just seem like you'd be like, girl.
A lot of black women don't like that public PDA.
That's true. That's true.
Why not? Why do you think? I didn't know that.
Okay, how many of y'all men like PDA? Raise your hand. See, Frank didn't raise his hand. But I tell you.
Oh, okay.
Everybody raise your hand and like PDA.
Bishop, even in the car.
Okay, Johnson, you like it, right? Everybody but Frank. You do you really? Okay.
He not sure.
See, yeah, even in the car. No, I don't know what you're talking about. The car, like what in the car?
That would not be PDA if it's in the car.
If she let me do it. It is PDA because if she leans over and rubs the back of your head or touch her leg, like I love all that. I love all of that.
Who's saying
Claiborne?
Public display of affection.
First of all,
public
can see you, man. You can't.
The public can see me.
People in the other
They don't
car.
drive. They see my woman. Who riding next to you in your car? It's people next to us that see. I see people hug and kiss. That's because you don't like touching and you don't see nobody touching because you be driving straight. I see people.
Claiborne, that's not PDA.
Public. If you're in a car, that's
it's outside of my house. No, the car ain't private. People can look in your car.
Hey, Frank, he a Pentecostal preacher. They don't look up definition. They just say stuff. We Baptists. We got to make sure we saying the right thing. Public.
So y'all saying the car is called private.
Public.
What saying? The car ain't public? Okay.
No.
Well, I like car stuff too. All right. Well, I like car stuff. Let's add that in there. How about that?
You like car sex?
That at all. What is you drinking? Don't drink nothing else.
This crowd is observant. This crowd is observant tonight. What you talking about? Who observant? What they saying something? I ain't looking at the comments. So okay, we got everybody. Okay, so Perry, do you think it's vital to know each other's? Do you think that if you don't know each other's, here's my theory, and I'm posting about it tomorrow. So I want to get y'all. I think that we don't communicate effectively if we don't know each other's love language, because you could be, if you meet a woman and I remember yours as affirmation and she don't give you that, don't you think that can cause that relationship to be strained?
Absolutely. If you don't know how to, just because you love me don't mean you love me correctly. I have to that's because I have to teach you how to love me,
Wow.
And so, a lot of times we say I love you, but you don't love me correctly. So a lot of times when you're giving and there's no receiving, it's more so a charitable act, more so than love. So, because charity is giving, but if I can't receive it, then it's just charity, So in my eyes, again, it's important. I don't want to be with nobody that don't know how to love me effectively or love me the right way. I can, again, my statement again holds, just because you love me, don't mean you love me correctly.
Wow.
That's true.
That was probably the statement of the night.
Yeah.
Just because you love me. Ladies, I hope y'all listen. Everybody needs to put that in. Just because you love me, it don't mean that you're loving me right. Just because somebody, I'm telling you, that's gonna be one of them John Terriers things I'm gonna use. I'm gonna give you credit a couple of times, but after that, that is so true. Ladies and gentlemen, just because you say you love somebody, are you loving them correctly? I can think of some things right now,
Right.
that I have been in relationship with somebody and they say they love me, but you don't love me correctly because you don't want me to communicate. You don't love me correctly because You don't like PDA. You don't love me correctly because Perry said he likes words of affirmation. Have you ever had that issue though, Perry, where a woman, you tell them that I like to be affirmed and they be like, what? A man?
Right. They begin to, you begin to love that's given wrong is abuse. And so a lot of times when you don't love me correctly, you abuse my love and the way I receive love. So a lot of times we sit back, I say, I need you to tell me I look good in this. You know, a lot of times the woman wants that, but also the man wants it. I think it was Beyonce said about the big ego, you know, stroke my ego, tell me who I am. Even if my roar is weak, tell me it's strong, you know, tell me who I am, build me up. And a lot of times, again, if you're not loving me the right way, you can damage me in longevity. You can damage who I am. You can damage my perception. You can damage who I am as a man. So, you know, yeah, it's kind of, is dangerous when you can love me but you're not loving me correctly, because you can go into abusing me in certain ways.
And I think that affirmation thing, y'all, is probably one of the most important ones because it is words.
Right.
And words are powerful. Words can kill or they can bring life. And ladies, listen to me clearly. And I know the men would agree. A man will do anything if you affirm him, encourage him, and make him feel like he is the best thing since sliced bread. I saw you on to Claiborne when he was talking about the affirmation. Did you want to say something?
You know why, Bishop? Because the other cop out, Perry, you agree with me, is this: don't be a man that talks good about himself, because then they do this. Well, I don't have to speak well about you because you always saying it about yourself. So I want to hear you say that about me just because I say it about me. I get dressed. Of course, I'm going to look in the mirror. I like the way I get dressed. Of course, I'm going to say, boy, you wearing this outfit today. But to hear you say it is a whole different thing. So they use it as a cop-out. You know, that's like the statement, Bishop, that they can say to you, well, Bishop, you got everything. Well, I don't know what to buy. You don't need nothing else. Find something. Just because they use it as a cop-out. So when it comes to affirmation, don't use that as a cop-out.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell a little bit of my business. When I was married for 20 years, Pastor Kim used to say, I don't know how to shop for you. All your suits look the same. No, I was more colorful when I was big, Greg. So it was easy. I mean, you know, I don't know how to shop for you. All the ties look the same, all that. And I'll be honest with you, probably one of the things that bothered me the most in our marriage was that, because I gave. I just about dressed her other than her casual clothes, her bags, all that stuff. But I just wanted that back, because before this whole assessment thing, I didn't even know that gifts, you know, and I'm a giver, but I love to receive gifts. And when a woman tells me, oh, I'm gonna just send you money, get it yourself. No, be creative and listen to me. What I'm saying, I got money. I got money. I can buy myself gifts. All right. And I do.
He got money.
No, I don't mean it like that.
That's a thing.
That's the thing. Yeah. Okay.
So that shouldn't be a cop out just because you got money.
Yeah, I mean,
or when they do this, when they say this, I don't wanna gas your head up because everybody else be doing it.
Oh my God. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that lady. Come on, Frank.
I don't want to say too much because you already up there, like, because they see, especially us, because we get praise. They see us getting praise from other people all the time, so they feel like praise in your personal space is too much or something.
Yes.
When really that's what we desire the most, if we being honest.
Yeah,
you can get praise out there all day, but someone that's in your immediate circle is nothing like hearing an affirmation from them. And y'all gotta admit that, fellas. Even though you know we get it from crowds, we get it from gatherings, it's nothing like hearing that from somebody that's in your personal space all the time.
Coach, put me in, please.
Go ahead,
please. Nephew, The worst thing a woman can say to us, and y'all tell me if y'all agree, if y'all can disagree, is what he said. But even let me go further. I'm not going to be gassing you up like all them other people. You ain't all that to me here. To the person that I'm talking to. Come on,
Bishop.
y'all.
Come on.
Do y'all agree with me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Absolutely.
And I've been with women that have said, I'm like, what? Let me tell you something. Ladies, y'all be putting, I feel good tonight. Let me serve you notice. When you say that, he's going to go to the roar of the crowd of those that will say that. You're tearing him down. And they're building him up.
Yep.
And I don't care how much you don't like what a man do. Let me go a little further. Y'all, please tell me go a little further.
Go further. Let's go deeper. Go deeper.
Large out can go deeper.
When you got a man who's high value in the public light, and you say, watch this, and this is how he lives off of that, and you never want to support what he does, you never want to sneak in the room, you never want to sneak in on nothing he's doing, you never want to be supportive, but you like the benefits of what he's doing, but you don't want to be supportive. Doggone.
Doggone.
That you should reap the benefits of something that you don't want to support.
Out of your belly, Bishop. Out of your belly.
You ain't even got to be. I ain't talking about you get up and say, hey, I'm here, y'all. No, just let him know that you're there in the away. Come on, y'all.
Bishop, she can walk in the door. She ain't got to say nothing. If you up there and she walk in the door, even in the midst of preaching, and you know what we do, and you catch her out your eye, your whole thing is like,
absolutely.
I didn't even know she was coming. She flew in town just for me. Man, that'll blow your whole mind. It don't matter who else in the room. You don't see nobody else but her. That's how powerful that is.
Ladies, that is like a tear down disrespect, but you want the benefits. But you don't want to support what it is that he does. Just coming in the room.
Yeah.
Just walking in the back, like Prophet just said, it makes a difference. Like Frank, just having you there makes the difference of having you there. I'm telling you, a man will, like, he'll be like, oh, she here. Let me, yeah. We don't care about them other people.
At all.
You can be absent all you want to. There's somebody that's going to be there. I'm telling you. Susie, Shaniqua, and Rachel will make up for you not being there.
It's a Shaniqua on here in the comment section too. I just seen her name.
Oh yeah, that's Scott. I'm sorry, Scott. I didn't mean to use your name. Go ahead.
It's part of your lap, Bishop. It's part of what I wrote in my book. Everything you talking about is what I wrote in my book. Your lap being a safe place is also incumbents of this right here, at making that man know, baby, you my thing. You are important. And if you say it to me, it don't matter who else say it to me. Why do y'all think that they have female cheerleaders? You preached about this last night, Bishop. The halftime show, forget about the show. The cheerleaders come out all the time because it don't matter if a man think he's losing. As long as his woman say, baby, you winning to me, he'll go out there and turn cars over. He'll flip over buildings just because you say so. That's how powerful a woman's word can be. What comes out of her mouth.
Can I go further?
Yeah,
go deeper.
Yeah,
go deeper. Go deeper.
Y'all not helping me. Push me, Roger.
Go deeper.
Yeah, come on, Bishop.
And then you want to ask after it's all over. So how did it go?
My God.
Right. If you were really interested.
How did it go? How about you telling me that it was good, that I tipped in and I didn't even know you was there, but I tipped in. How did it go? I don't want to tell you how it go. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
Yeah.
You should have been there. She said, go further, Bishop. Should have been there. Go ahead. I didn't mean y'all. Go ahead. I got stirred.
No, this is good.
No.
I got stirred. Okay, so where were we? Because I'm somewhere.
I don't know. But
so
it got good.
But we was talking about affirmation periods. Anybody? Okay, so let's go further. When you talk about communicating with someone, should you say to them to make the communication better, this is what I need from you? How many times have you done that and say, this is what, or should we do that? Anybody? Dwayne? You've been quiet.
Yeah, I'm kind of letting you guys go for it tonight. I'm learning. Bishop, that's a tough question. What is my answer for that?
I mean, because if we talk about communication, then I think communication break down because we don't communicate what our needs are as men. How much do we communicate as men what our needs are? They always telling us. You know, Dwayne, and you can add, here's the other thing. Say go deeper. I feel
Go
deeper.
But Bishop, I want to bring something to light after you bring
Go
this up.
deeper. Go deeper, Bishop. Go deeper.
We need, tell me if I'm wrong, Johnson, but we don't need all the time to emotionally be there for you. We need you to be emotionally there for us. Can you handle my day and what sometimes can you just not? Could you just ask me what I need?
Ask me.
No, go ahead, Dwayne.
No, Bishop. That was a good. That was.
No, it's real good.
That's
It's real
good,
good.
Bishop. That's
That was
good.
real good. But here's the problem, and this is why I said I wanted to go deep, and I wanted to see what they're going to say in the comments when I say this. Bishop, here's the ultimate problem. We oftentimes talk about like how they groom women for marriage, and then they groom us to be, chasing all of these women. But here's the real truth, and I've come to an actualization of this, Broderick, and Oren, is that we have been made to always be the person to deal with the totality of a woman, the functionality of a woman. Make sure she's good financially. Make sure she's good in this place. Pay attention to who she is. Do this, do that. But I think that if we're really being honest tonight, one of the lacking places in this conversation is the fact that many times there is nobody teaching women. Like they think, and let me be very blunt. They think that cooking solves the problem, sex solves the problem, but we never unpack the emotional side of like, hey, are you paying attention to when I'm having a bad day? Are you recognizing when things aren't necessarily connecting for me emotionally? And I think that this is the one time I'm gonna agree with you, okay? Because I know we've been giving you a hard time today, but I think that part of what you said earlier in the room when we were in Clubhouse, you was talking about this traditional mindset. I think part of the traditional mindset has killed us because we only operate in the places that people tell us to operate in. So operate like this, operate like this. But when it comes to the stretching of who we are in relationships, I think this is where the problem comes in, because I'm not just here just to pay bills and be protected. That's one facet of the relationship. The other facet of the relationship is, do you understand when I'm having a bad day? Can you speak to me when I'm having a bad day? Or is this stuff just a one-sided situation where I'm going to do this, you think in terms of me doing this, you'll give me this, but you don't really have to pay attention to this, and this. And I think it takes us. When I say us, I'm not talking about age. I'm talking about us in the current generation that has a mindset for growth and change to start changing the dynamics of this as we get into relationships, both male and female. So I think part of this, what Bishop is talking about tonight, is the fact that so many people only look at stuff from a one-sided perspective, and it causes us not to look at all other sides, what keeps us in this, kind of claustrophobic state.
Yeah, and Bishop, I want to add, emotional communication is important, and optical communication. What you see, and studying who you're with. The presentation there are facial expressions. I think communication really hinges more on nonverbal communication than verbal communication as well. how you look at me as far as my emotions, how I'm speaking or what I'm doing, my facial expressions. A lot of times women can't comprehend the nonverbal communication piece when I'm having a bad day or I look a certain type of way. So when you are doing that, what you want to say doing? You want to jump in?
But they expect us to understand the nonverbal communication piece to them. That's what we was painting. Go ahead, on. Yeah,
that emotional and optical communication. You got to be able to see, look at me, understand, certain outfits, certain colors. Sometimes people wear certain colors to define their emotion. It's various ways that we communicate. The key is knowing your man, knowing him, studying him. Just don't expect him to study you, but you study him, research him, look at certain things he does, look at certain ways he moves, look at certain things he adds. But the problem is, half the time, is that we're not studied. We're expected to study, but we're never studied. We're not looked at.
And that's primarily because I'm gonna throw this out here. I'm just gonna throw it out here. That's primarily because the 35 and under crowd, me, Perry, and Dwayne are all in that crowd. The 35 and under black
not Claiborne
has no, he don't know that.
Hey.
The black woman 35 and under, while she has evolved and what she has come to expect, most of the time they have not evolved in what they are giving. In other words, their expectations have went up here, and their giving has stayed right here.
Yes, Frank.
And so they wonder why men still have heavy rotations, and they still have heavy rotations because they have to get what they can get in segments from different places. Come on, church. Because they're giving so much in one space, but they're not getting back equally in that space.
Right.
So they search for other places to fulfill those things that they are not getting, because while she's evolving what she expects, she has not evolved in what she's giving. I just wanted to throw that out there.
I don't want to.
Go ahead, Perry. Go ahead. I'll come after you.
Y'all know I don't do a lot of talking, but I think this communication piece is my thing.
That's why I'm coming after you.
Yeah. Come on, Prophet.
And the thing about it is that when you don't know how, I never want to feel like a charity case. I never want to feel like you're doing things from a charitable place in the regard of as if I'm not worthy of receiving from you. I'm only giving from you, but I never receive from you. So, the research of that is, research me, study me, look at my habits, my patterns speak louder than my voice. Look at my patterns. Yeah, I got patterns. Patterns speak louder than my voice of what I'm saying.
Come on,
so
Prophet.
a lot of times, they don't watch your patterns. They don't look at it. They want you to expect their patterns. And I think, Frank, you just hit it. Your expectation of what you want from me evolves, but what you're willing to give to me never evolves. You never go to another place in how you give back to me. And so I think when we look at our generation, they've been taught, get the bag, whatever it may be. But it's more to me than the bag. I want you to do something else too. I want you to get back to me. It's an equal amount of exchange between both parties. Mutuality is important.
But Perry, don't nobody say that patterns like you. Don't nobody say that patterns.
Absolutely.
Don't nobody else say that patterns.
Thank you. Well, the thing about it, go ahead, Bishop. I'll come after you.
And it cannot be, what's the word I want to use without using the word it can't be phony. It has to be authentic. Absolutely. I've talked to people that they're just trying to do it because I said it. And that don't work for me, because it doesn't come through as being authentic at all. It comes like you're just trying to do it because I said. And then have you ever talked to people, Ray and Perry Johnson, that they listen for a moment and then they don't even respond to what you just said. They just go on with their thing because they so engulfed. And then you got to listen not only to their issues, but then you got to listen to everybody they talk to. So then not only are you dumping you on me, but you're dumping everybody that you've talked to. And I understand that I'm supposed to be, but why don't you ever notice that you're not listening to me? You're muting me out. And for y'all generation, if y'all listening, let the old man help you. You gotta listen. Men are talking tonight, and you are on here to listen to them so that you can be. You write me all these DMs saying I'm better. I treat my man different because I listen to y'all. Tonight is probably the most transparent and authentic. You're right. Okay, so don't just do it because we say it, but do it because you want to. And watch this. If you're not capable of doing that, then say that, and then we make the decision. Maybe you can't handle, you don't have the capacity to handle us emotionally. Because these guys here, they come with a lot. Guys like this, you want somebody that's a boss, they come with a lot. And you got to be able to handle. Don't tell me I'm moody. Hell, yeah, I am. But can you handle? Can you handle me in 4 seasons? Have you even stuck around to see the 4 seasons? Because even in life, there's winter, spring, summer, fall. I have them all. I could have them all in one day. Heck, I can have them all in one conversation.
Yes, sir. We've seen it, Bishop.
Hey, Bishop, but
I'm acting like this clubhouse.
One of the things that I say, Bishop, and I'm grateful for this show because they are finally hearing from men, because men for so long, nephew, did not talk. We did not. Our generation didn't talk, and the generation above us, Broderick, didn't talk. We didn't tell our feelings. We told it to each other, but we still didn't even open up to that level. Our show that we do on Wednesday, and Dwayne will tell you, the longest running topic that we have going on is men have needs too. It's been the longest running topic, but we have a subtopic. And so far, Bishop haven't said nothing. And I don't like to take anything from anybody's room. I just pray for my own thing. But something Bishop wrote yesterday that I'm going to use as our subtopic on Thursday nights at 5:30 is this: men want to be appreciated too. Men want to be appreciated, but we never talk about it. So we have created this, nephew, this concept of her being overappreciated and we being underappreciated. Her being overappreciated and we're not being appreciated at all. We have created a culture through tradition that has made her think that she is. They got mad when Bishop put this topic up. I know you'll remember this, nephew, when Bishop put up that you're not the only prize. Oh my goodness, that caused a hell.
Which one was it? Which one was it?
You're not the only prize.
Oh, yeah.
You're not the only prize. When he put that up, because he was like, you ain't the prize by yourself. Because for so long, we created a culture that make women think that they are the only prize. So I don't have to pay attention. I asked the ex-wife, and I'm just going to be open, but I asked my ex, do you know when I'm having a bad day? Do you even know when things are not well? And she said, Bishop, her exact words was, no.
How about, do you care?
Do you even care? They don't.
Well, before you even get to that, like you said, do you know?
Do you know? But nephew, listen, look what we created. We created this culture. Everybody knows this. If mama ain't happy, the whole house shut down.
I hate that. Happy wife.
But if daddy ain't,
I hate that saying.
No, that's I hate that saying. But if daddy ain't happy, everybody still go on. The kids still running around. The house still running. You don't change no atmosphere. They don't even know that you is upset in the whole house. Okay.
Hold on. But do you see the problem with that though? Because I'm Frank. I'm with you. I hate that statement. Happy wife, happy life. Right? I hate it. Do you see the problem with that? Because I'm good enough to pay the bills or to be a provider or to be a protector, but I'm not good enough to that my feelings matter in my own household that I contribute in.
Nope.
Do you see? Do y'all see that?
Come on, Johnson.
I got a question. I got a question for the ladies out there.
Well, let me say this real quick. Frank. I agree with everybody. That saying, it does kind of throw me off a little bit, but I don't mind that saying. A happy wife, a happy life, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if my wife is happy, she is going to make me happy. Going back to what Bishop first asked the question, because I'm going to communicate my expectations and my needs up front, even before the relationship even begin to progress, because I need to know, do that person have the capacity to meet my expectations and my needs? Another thing that was stated, and I do agree with this statement, but I do want to take it further. I want you to do it because you want to do it, and I want you to do it because I said do it. Both are required for me. And let me throw this in too. I think that a lot of this stuff is going to come with spending quality time with your man. A lot of this stuff will come with spending quality time with your man. So the question is, what do quality time look like? Quality time look like paying attention. That's what quality time look like, paying attention. That means you cannot be distracted. You cannot always be playing with the cell phone when you're out with your man. You got to learn how to mentally focus on the moment and not be thinking about other stuff and be just wandering with your mind. You have to learn how to pay attention, because a lot of stuff is caught as well as taught. But yeah, brethren, I believe that we should communicate our expectations, communicate our needs. And yes, we want them to do it because they want to do it. But yes, I want you to do it because I also said do it.
I want to say though, and Josh, I agree with that. But in my world, your happiness is your own responsibility. You cannot put your responsibility of happiness on another person and expect them to make you happy. And I think that's a lot of times we fail at that. When you learn how to be happy and make happiness your own responsibility, it's inevitable for your marriage to succeed, or whoever you're with to succeed, because I know what to do to make myself happy. I think that, again, I'm not saying that you should not do what you need to do for your significant other, but at the end of the day, there's no we if there's no me. So your happiness is your own responsibility. So if I don't know what to do to make myself progress, if I don't know what to do to make myself happy in this relationship, then at the end of the day, it's going to deteriorate anyway, because there is no me. I can't have a me or we if there's no me. So in my eyes, your responsibility, your happiness is your own responsibility. You can't just put that on the other party and expect them to make you happy.
Man, you saturated with thick oil. He's saturated with thick oil, Bishop.
I would say this though. Prophet, you're right. They cannot, it's not their responsibility to make you happy, but it is their responsibility in a committed relationship, in the marriage, to get you as close to happiness as they possibly can. Because, because again, like you just said, there is no we without me. But in order for we to progress, then you have to uphold your end of the bargain. You have to do your part.
Absolutely.
And that's responsibility. I know we don't like to talk about responsibility, but responsibility is involved in marriages and in relationships. And that requires, and to uphold or to fulfill your responsibility, that requires work. Can't be lazy. Can't be trifling. You have to be willing to do the work.
They may not make you happy, but they should enhance your happiness. They should,
Bishop.
They may not make you happy. They may not make you happy, but you should not make me unhappy.
Yeah.
And you should enhance my happiness. Right. That's what you should do. You should enhance my happiness. You shouldn't, if I already got it, that's why we already got to be happy, everybody. But I want to go back to something Frank said. Take that down for a minute, Marlinda, so we can see Frank. Take that down for a minute, for a minute, Marlinda. Marlinda, take it down, period. What's she doing? Thank you.
It's her birthday.
Yeah, okay. So one of the things that Frank said is, you know, happy life, happy wife, and everything is geared toward the woman. And like you said on that, I said on the stage, Dwayne, or wherever I wrote it, or whoever said that. But at the end of the day, there's some men that's the prize too. We both the prize. We should both be gifts to each other. And this thing that we do about the women is just the prize. I love y'all women because I minister to y'all all day long through my posts, you know. But at the end of the day, when you start affirming a man, we ain't even got past affirmation because that's really what we still talking about. When you affirm him and you make him also a prize, there's nothing. It's just like God. If you worship him and praise him for 59 minutes, that it only take you 1 minute to ask him for what you want. That's in your prayer life period. He loves to be worshiped and praised. A man loves to be affirmed. He may not tell you that, but he loves that. And so when you do that, instead of tearing him down, I'm the prize. You should be glad to have me. Make sure you got a lot to offer. Make sure you coming to the table with something. Man, I know y'all getting ready to type, I am the table. Okay, make sure we can eat off it well. If you are the table, make sure we can eat off of it.
That's showed a new thing now. I'm the table.
Yeah, okay. Make sure we can eat off the table. Okay. Go ahead, Johnson.
Bishop, I'm gonna say I agree with you 1,000%, but I would add that I could almost argue that men are more of the prize.
You putting this on. I didn't want to go all the way out.
He said that, but
go ahead, John.
When you start talking about our responsibility to cover and to love you as Christ loved the church, and to go to levels of sacrifice. Oh yeah, I could argue that men are more of the prize, and men, we shouldn't be afraid to say that. They're not afraid to say it. We shouldn't be afraid to tell the truth. I know I'm the prize.
You know I get attacked, and nephew will tell you I get attacked on our stage all the time because I say it immediately.
You get attacked, Uncle, not because of those statements. You get attacked.
I get attacked because I will say I'm the prize. I am the prize. And Bishop will tell you, I come in from the door. It's a 50-50 thing. Every time I open my mouth, they come at me because I'm going to tell you from the door, if you don't think I'm the prize, baby, you done missed something. I am absolutely the prize when I walk in the door. But so are you. But we got to know it about each other. And they attack me, Johnson. They don't like to hear that because I'm the only. And then they try to come up with scripture. Ain't no Bishop. Oh, he messed them up with that one right there. He was like, we ain't talking about favor. We just talking about prize and the gift. And they didn't like the word prize. So they say they're not a prize, they're a gift. Bishop was like, whatever. Either way you want to say it, it's still the same thing. You know, and they struggle with that because you know why? Because of what Dwayne said. We've heard it one way for so long. And even in this chat, y'all may not be seeing, but some people think, oh, they bitter. Oh, they saying this because they bitter. We ain't bitter. We finally doing something that y'all never heard, and therefore you're not ready for it. You never heard real men. Every man up here is a real man. Period. They never heard real men say it, so therefore they think that we are bitter men. We're not bitter men at all. We just try to give y'all something that you never heard.
Now, either I could take this or Frank could take it. It might be a little bit better if I take it.
I was getting ready to tear that. Go ahead, Bishop.
So who's the nicest one that want to take it?
Not me tonight. Not with that.
Yeah, like
let Johnson handle it. He's the nicest.
See, this is what we talking about right here. Regina, you was bold enough to say it. I'm bold enough to put it up. And so
what the Cracker Jack prize, the fine prize. I wonder if they ask that same question when they come to them when we say,
yeah, see this now we've spent an hour and 11 minutes. We spent at least an hour on this past the introductions and all the fun part. And we're again, maybe you're new, Regina. Okay. Maybe you're new, but we don't really do this. This is welcome to When the Right One Comes, the men's edition. Men for 43 weeks now that have been pouring out their hearts so that women can learn whether they agree with us or not. Okay, we're not bashing women. We didn't even say women are not the prize. We didn't even say women are not the prize. No, don't say don't take it personal. Now, it is personal.
Right.
No, don't say don't take it personal. No, don't say that. No, let's keep it right here. You said don't take it personal. It is personal. We're talking. So it must be us you're talking to, because the men are talking. She's a regular viewer. Yeah, but Melinda told me she's a regular viewer. Okay, that's fine. I'm not new. Okay, but still, you're saying we Cracker Jack prizes?
She said, like what? The Cracker Jack prizes? I go meet.
But Bishop, you defined it for us. You shared with us.
She might.
No, go ahead, Johnson.
She might be what?
Johnson.
I was going to say she might feel like her man. She might feel like her man or her husband or whomever her significant other is nothing but a Cracker Jack. I mean, she has that. I mean, that's on her. She has that right to refer to her man as a Cracker Jack. I mean, I have no problem with it. She's not referring to us. She's referring to her man. And there are some men out here, just like there are some women, that are Cracker Jacks. So that's why they're so incumbent upon us to make sure that we believe God for the right one, so that won't be our testimony that we found a Cracker Jack in the Cracker Jack box.
I think it was a joke that went sideways. I don't think
I didn't see no laughing faces emojis.
I think she went sideways. I don't think
Miss Regina, emotional communication.
Look at Frank. Look at Frank sitting back.
Let me say, this is a teachable moment, because we're sitting here talking about the very thing that just happened. I mean, like, whether she meant any harm or not is what you write. And ladies, let me say this: when you text somebody something and you in one of them emotional rants, you can't lean in. You can't take it back, because we're reading this. And so that is a perfect example. Y'all leave Frank alone. Let him be okay. All right.
Boy, I'm just wondering what he wanted to say.
Don't know, Broderick.
Okay.
Broderick. I don't want to know what he wanted to say. I don't know what you want to say neither. Okay.
Right.
We're taking it too personal. Regina, stop. Okay. He defined it. We're not taking it into personal. The senior statesman, he spoke. He said that you weren't talking to us. Right? Johnson, that's what you said.
That's what
that might be what, yeah, that might be you defining somebody else. Okay. All right, let's move on. So y'all, let's deal with the other side of the coin. Because I don't want nobody to take us out of the flow, because there's so many people that's really getting blessed from this. Like they're making great comments. The right woman will enhance your life, complement your life, to inspire, bring joy. Okay, so let's deal with this, because I think sometimes we think that if a woman needs affirmation, then she's insecure, and I want to dispel that. That don't mean she's insecure neither. How much is too much that a woman needs to hear? Do you think it's ever too much that you need to affirm her?
Not me.
What if you can't handle that?
I think you should tell your woman some things, even if you don't overdo it like some of us. But I think you should be able to say, babe, you're beautiful. Women need to hear that, because they go back and forth on little things. Have you ever had a woman that said, I need to lose 10 pounds, and you looking at her like, babe, you fine with me, like you look great to me. But women are always their own worst critic about what they have on, about things like that. So sometimes hearing from their man, baby, you look good, baby, you look awesome. You look at that commercial where the woman came out with 2 different outfits, and they didn't do that for men, but for women, they was like, do I look fat in this? And he just he was holding his mouth like, oh Lord, let me not say that. So I think that you should say something, even if you can't overboard. I love to compliment. So my woman will never starve from affirmation and for confirmation, even down to not just how she looked, but her intellect. And, oh, that was good what you did in your business and how you wrote that. I am big on that. I love to do it. I love to do it with my kids. I do it with my friends. You know, if something is great, I'll do it on social media. I'll come right on your page and celebrate you because I love celebrating. So I don't think, if you're a man that don't do it a lot, but I think you should do it some, even with your own. If you have kids, you should celebrate them and push them. It shouldn't just be a mother thing. It should also be a father thing. So I think you should do some, even if you can't do a lot.
Just because they want it, because we're talking about communication, just because they want it, is every man able to give that though? Because some men are not able to give that. I know where women complain that he never affirms me. He tell me, I'll go on somewhere with that. Is that more of the generation, my generation, or do y'all do that? Because we definitely have all generations on here. Is that our generation, or is it more so y'all generation that don't know how to affirm? Are we go ahead, somebody?
I don't think it's a generational thing. I think it's a personal thing. Because I think it's just a matter of, you know, who knows how to do what, who's learned what, right? I don't want to put that on, like, you know, because if you look at Claiborne and Johnson, they look like they affirm very well. You know what I mean? Especially when, you know, Uncle Mike hits him with the DMX voice. You know what I mean? So I don't really think it's I don't really think it's an age thing.
What is it then? Because you don't agree with me that there's some men that can't do it.
No, I do agree that there's some men that can't do it. I just don't think it's an age thing. Yeah.
Wow. Is it a maturity? Is it a maturity thing, Bishop?
I agree with you, Bishop. What else I was going to say? I was going to say I agree with Dwayne 100%. I don't think it's a generational thing. Yeah. I do believe that unfortunately a lot of men just haven't been exposed to it. I think we talked about that in one of our shows not too long ago. That a lot of men grew up in households where the man or the father just didn't communicate verbally his affirmations, but he showed it. So a lot of men just have not been exposed to how to communicate or to verbalize it.
That's good.
I did something today. I did one of my videos, Johnson. You're so on it. Ladies, let's lean into this. And we're almost done. Give y'all some time back tonight. It's the holiday. Fireworks going on. So I did a thing today, Frank, and it talked about just because he don't say it. Now, this may mess up everything we've been talking about. Just because he don't say it, but he shows it, does it mean? Because I think because women can communicate in a lot of cases a lot better. They tell their feelings, okay, a lot faster. They may say I love you first. They may say I care first. They may say a lot of things. But the man is showing it, because here's what I believe, and y'all can disagree with me. I believe if he's texting consistently, if he's calling consistently, if he's asking to see you consistently, if he's doing everything consistently, but he never says it, because Dwayne hit on it. A lot of men were not taught that. If you pass down from the generation before me, like Ray, your granddaddy. Now, I don't know how your granddaddy, but I'm just saying that generation, they didn't affirm a lot. They weren't taught that. And then, so that means I am then passing down what I didn't get to the next generation if I'm not taught from somebody else.
Absolutely.
Y'all got me? And so what are you doing?
Yes.
Johnson, you just said it. So am I right to say to the ladies, just because he don't say it, kind of blows up everything we just got to talk about, but still he's showing it. Which one is the most important? You want him to tell you and then lie? Because a lot of Negroes that tell you, they lie.
But Bishop, I'm dealing with, I'm coaching a young lady now, and that is one of the things that she is struggling with. And I said that to her because she says he's a great guy. He shows me everything, Johnson. He does all of this. And her thing is, but Claiborne, I hear y'all because they come on our stages or they come in our rooms and they come on our show, and the way y'all talk about women and the way y'all say things, but he doesn't say it to me. I said, well, wait. I said, let me back you up what you said. You say he's a great guy. You say he does things for you. He shows you love and all that. That's what you said. I said, she said, yes. I said, so you hanging everything and you want to be done with it off of what he don't say? You hang it. I said, now maybe he won't get there and you might have to walk him out of it, but don't miss a great man because you hear us talking one way. Maybe he has to get to that because he hasn't learned that, but he's still showing it because you say you learning it from her. You say you feel it. You told me everything she says is good, but she was like, if you don't say it to me, I'm done. I'm like, girl, you know how many women looking for a good man, and you got a good man, you want to throw him away because he ain't saying it. Yes, we believe in saying, we up here talk about it, but I think that you have to be able to understand what you have. Maybe you are a gallon and the guy you got is a half a gallon, but love him at his half a gallon level. Don't try to, he may not ever become a gallon. Love him at his, and maybe he'll hear you say it enough. He'll get there, and he may not get there. Dwayne, maybe if you say, hey, you this guy, you this handsome, you this, maybe he'll get there to the same way, or he may not. But whatever he is, I'm with Bishop. He may just not be a guy that knows how to say it, but he show it.
I believe that both are extremely important.
Yep.
If I say tonight that I want me a 3-bedroom house, 4 bathrooms, somebody come tomorrow and start working on that house. They build a house, get everything in place, get all the furniture in the house, but we ain't signed no agreement. Then that house, anybody else can move in that house. And that's oftentimes what has happened with a lot of women, how they end up in relationships with men who are doing everything like they're in a relationship, but at the end of the day, they say we have no verbal agreement.
Right.
We've talked about that previously, that although he can be doing all the right things, but until there's also a verbal affirmation behind the actions, it really doesn't matter. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like both of them go hand in hand. There should be action, and then behind the action, there should be verbal affirmations that my actions actually mean something of what I'm doing. That's just my thought process on it.
Hey Frank, that's really good. That's really good.
I think you need both. You need both.
Yeah. Somebody said in the comments, both of them.
But Claiborne, you said something a few minutes ago, Uncle. You said something about if you backtrack, she's ready to throw him away, right? Because he isn't like really like where what did you say? Say it again, like because he's not really where
he's not really verbal. He shows it, but he's not as verbal with it.
I think that's the biggest problem for me. If we could just hashtag that moment for a second. I think sometimes the injustice to relationships is that sometimes, and hear me, and I want to be very transparent. I hope y'all hear my heart, ladies, is that sometimes we're quick to cut in or dismiss because we're not necessarily getting, here we go, what we want out of somebody who we all agree was not taught a certain thing. But then on the flip side, Frank, we're expected as men to work with, cooperate with maybe a woman who is not meeting necessarily where we want, because the prediction of relationships now is like we kind of accept who they are, but don't necessarily accept who they are. And I think that's the injustice to relationships, because how do we say embrace who we are as a woman? Deal with me. Deal with the fact that I may have a little jealousy issue. Deal with the fact that I might be insecure in a little bit. But the minute y'all, if I'm lying, y'all can rebuke me. But the minute a man may show some level of these same attributes,
that's real.
We say cut the cord. And I'm just trying to see where the justice is in this, because I think if we're going to really grow up in relationships, we've got to be able to be like, hold on, Bishop, we got to be able to say, what is a red flag, like a serious red flag? And then what is something that just may be a person's personality that we can work through? I think oftentimes for men, we call certain things a moment for us to work through. But women, when it comes to men, sometimes can call it a red flag and I'm done. And I think we got to, we can't be, we've got to bring justice and fairness to this. We can't keep talking about what he did was a red flag, but what I do is work with me while I'm growing. So I wanted to highlight that point for a second.
Anybody want to comment on that?
No, I agree with Dwayne. I think it's important to discern the difference between personality and the red flag. But I also would like to add, this is my recommendation to ladies. Always remember this. Actions speak louder than words. Yes, I think that we do need both. I think that we all need some affirmation just for emotional support. But as we continue on this journey called life, remember now, life arrives in different seasons and on different stages. And so there will come a time as we age and become full of wisdom, we learn how important it is to have those actions, and those actions begin to trump those verbal communications. Because a person can say all day long, I love you, baby, I love you, whisper that stuff in your ears. But as you get older, you want to see something. Big Mama said it like this: if you got good religion, you ought to show some signs. So don't throw away that man just because he can't realize it. If he's showing it, if he's demonstrating it, if he's putting his hands and to the nails and giving his feet to the spear, to the nails and his side to the spear, and he's on that cross for you, you better hold on to that man. That's my recommendation.
Anybody else?
Good, Johnson.
Broderick, you ain't said nothing tonight.
No, but I'm supporting my brethren.
No, okay, we're gonna see the support at the end. He ain't laughing on that one.
No, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. All right. So, last thing, gentlemen, when we talk about the love languages, how can we do better into making sure that both parties communicate their love languages to one another? Is that the major, now that we've talked about this, when we say to people, I need you to be a better communicator, are we really now saying, because I really got this revelation, like for real, I ain't hear this nowhere else. I'm like, man, if we do better with our love languages, the 5 love languages, then we will really kind of break the barrier of, like I said, mine is receiving gifts and touch. And if somebody can't do that, it's kind of hard. The gift part, it's according to where they are, but even in it don't have to be big, just but the touch part, yeah. Again, I don't need affirmation. I do need emotional support too, but I don't necessarily need affirmation. But I think at the end of the day, how can we do better to bridge the gap in these areas of communication? How can we communicate? Because they said men are from Mars and women are from where?
Venus.
Yeah. So how can we, Claiborne, how can we do better? You dealing I'm dealing with the spirit of singles. You're dealing with the married couples, and it's people that are married now. and they can't even bridge the communication gap.
Sir.
They've never taken the tests, but they don't even know that they're missing it because they're not given. You can be a great communicator and still not give me what I need. I just said something. You could be a great communicator and still not giving a person what they need. Perry said it in the beginning. What was it you said, Perry? How you put it?
Just because you love me don't mean you love me correctly.
Go ahead, Claiborne.
Bishop, the last 5 couples, 2 of them I'm still dealing with in my coaching session. Do you know that? Because I always do a 30 minutes. It's the first 30 minutes. That's what they talk about. It's the communication. The last 5 couples I have been helping has been about communication. That's been the problem. That's been the key. That's been, my question to you, what do you all think is missing? What do you all feel like is the key that's causing the problem in the marriage? And they all said the same thing. I'm still helping 2 couples. And when I mean, it ain't just an American thing. 2 couples that I'm helping, Dwayne, one is from England and one is from Africa. And they are saying the same thing, communication. The man is saying it, the woman is saying it, but they have different breakdowns of when the communication happened. Somebody will say it started breaking down a few months, and then like this one couple, she said in the first few months, he said 2 years. I'm like, there's a communication problem. Y'all ain't even on the same page when it started breaking down. So that is a situation. How I think we got to be more getting. Thank God for shows like this, Bishop, that we can finally open up and say, listen, even before you go into a situation, because you're dealing with the singles, even before you get in, you need to have a strong communication. Therefore, if we can do it when on your watch as a coach, by the time they get to me, that's not one of the problems. There's other things I got to deal with. But I honestly think that a lot of the other problems, can I say this, Bishop? If I'm wrong, y'all can correct me. I think some of the affairs and some of the money problem, because they said, Johnson, those are the 2 things that destroy marriages. But I think that communication has to do with all the other problems, because you can deal with the money problem if y'all can start talking about this thing, how we gonna fix it. And the affair piece that maybe and I'm not saying across the board, but maybe male or female wouldn't have had no affairs if we could get this, according to what Johnson said, if we could get this communication piece there. So maybe, Bishop, we need to move communication up to the top level that caused the breakdown and the divorce, because we wouldn't have the other 2 if we could get the communication. I could be wrong, but that's the way I just, with this conversation, that's the way I feel, that maybe communication is the problem.
Okay, so my post says y'all can't get along because you're using the wrong love language to talk to them. Using the wrong love language. You talking, but you ain't using the right language of love. They like to touch, you got to touch them. If they like gifts, you got to do your best to give gifts.
That's good. The best.
You
said it earlier. It may not be the same thing.
Right. It may not be the same thing. You may not be at that level, but something, a keychain. So I picked up a tie. I picked up. No, I'm just saying something.
Yes, Bishop.
If that's their thing. Go ahead, Dwayne. You squinting.
Because you know what else, Bishop? Because we talked about communication, but I think we got to break the root of fundamental things that did not help previous generations. Because Bishop, you said it earlier, and you said it too. Y'all said, and I actually been told this in a relationship. Oh, men don't talk like that. Men don't speak like that. And I asked the person, I said, what men is that? The men of old? And I'm not even trying to be funny in saying that, but the men that she's talking about, when you take stock at the relationship, if you really look at it, isn't that healthy because of communication. And so when I hear y'all talk about like all of this, I really think that the problem is the root of, and when I say tradition, I'm not talking about specific, I'm talking about traditions that people place in their mind about how either a man should be or how a woman should be. And we take that and it becomes our perspective. And so it's hard to break. So we come to these places of hard barriers of communication, because I can't give you physical touch if the people before me never even required that from me. So I'm gonna have a problem with what you're saying about physical touch, because everybody that I dated before you allowed me to just be what and who I wanted to be. They never challenged me to come up to this place, and vice versa. If the people before me just accepted the Burger King gifts or the gift cards to Burger King, I don't understand what you mean by you want Chanel perfume, because I don't want to make this about materialistic things, but I'm just painting the picture. Part of our problem is a rooted fundamental thought process that we have that puts us in a state of calamity that we do not, that brings us to this point of not being able to express communication right, because we will not break fundamental roots that we have implanted in ourselves.
That's
Uncle Mike,
good, nephew.
yes?
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good,
I just
nephew.
wanted to-
Perry nailed it. I think Perry's statement was the greatest statement, and Bishop said it out the whole night. Perry, I'm like, Bishop, I'm gonna take and run with that, because the problem with what Dwayne just said is the girl dated Dwayne, but when she get with Perry, she thinks she know, because this is the way I just went from. And so Dwayne, he like me, like it this way. So now automatically when I go to Perry, and you know what happens, Perry, and their grandmama told him something. And then their mama told them the same thing. And then they get to me and they say, Mama, he don't know how to appreciate things because y'all told me X, Y, Z. You can't bring nothing from nobody else and think you know me.
Uncle
and you
Mike,
said, Perry, you don't know me.
Uncle Mike,
You don't
it
know
worked
me.
for the grandma. It worked for the grandma, but it didn't work for their mama. So I don't understand why you taking something that only worked one time. It worked for your grandma. It did. But that's
because grandma got 50 years.
But that's a different era. But it didn't work for your mama. Why do you want to use it? I don't get people. Sometimes I don't get them.
We pass things down.
Yeah, I'm done. I don't get us.
Yeah, I'll say this. No,
go ahead. No, Perry, go ahead.
No, I'll say this briefly because I know time, but and love languages can potentially change over time.
Yeah.
What I needed my last season, I may not need this season.
Yes.
And so you have to adapt, because
his all is thick, Broderick. His all is thick.
It potentially change. So you can't box me in or trap me to one role or one love language, rather. And in longevity, I may not need words of affirmation. And so my love languages change based upon my seasons, age, experiences, encounters, things happen. So it's always good to go back to ground zero every 3 months, every 6 months, checking on them, say, okay, is this working? Is this not working? Because words of affirmation becomes too much. And this is what Bishop asks, when does words of affirmation comes too much? It becomes too much when it becomes an addiction. And so, you become an addict to that. It's a disease. So, again, my love language changes based upon the seasons. I can evolve, and give me space to evolve. That's what Frank said earlier. Evolve. Give me space to evolve. Give me space. Don't trap me into one perspective of love, because it's more to me than what meets the eye. Come on, Transformers. It's more to me than what meets the eye.
So I want to tap on. You want to say something, Frank?
I was just gonna say one last thing.
No, go ahead. Go. Because when I say so, right?
We've been talking about this communication piece all night, but let me add this: beyond communication, there must be also comprehension.
Yeah.
Communication is the exchange of information. Comprehension is the ability to understand.
Well, come on.
Watch
here,
this.
Sir.
So if we have effective communication and then we have effective comprehension, then there can be a consummation, a sealing of
What,
the deal.
Frank?
See, what there's been no consummation in a lot of relationships. There's been no seal
Come on,
on
C
it
words.
because we've been communicating, but we ain't been comprehending.
Dang.
Come on, Baptist boy.
Just
That's
as
right.
So I'm believing for
That's heavy.
45 people who would catch it tonight. I'm believing that in this next season moving forward, not only will God bless you with somebody that can communicate, but you're going to be blessed with somebody that can comprehend what you need and execute it.
Yes,
And
sir.
because of that, in this next season, your relationship is going to be consummated moving forward. That
Frank.
this next relationship will be your last relationship because it's going to be consummated because God is getting ready to send you somebody that's going to be able to communicate, comprehend, and God's going to bless the consummation. My name is Frank Ray III, and I approve this message.
Yeah,
And hold on, brother. This is a good point. So because he said that tonight, as we get ready to give our prayer tonight,
Yes, sir.
is this one thing that God would give us somebody that, number one, understands what we need, Perry, at this time. Because what I needed when I was married to Pastor Kim is not what I need now. We were building. Right now, I need somebody to just love me. Perry, love me the way that I want to be loved. And then you tell me the way that you want to be loved. And let's comprehend. Hey! Let's comprehend. Okay? Because what I needed then, I don't need now. And then forget about the way you loved him. I'm summing it up. Forget about the way you loved him.
Yes.
I don't need you to think about the way. Talk to me and comprehend what I need, not what Joey needed. Because what Joey needed from sex and everything else ain't what I needed. I'm not the same person. I may have the same shade. You may like him that look the same, but I ain't him. I may be that type in the looks, but it's so powerful that our DNA is different.
Yes, sir.
All 7 of us can leave the earth at the same time. The only way they can identify us is through our DNA because we have different needs.
That's good.
We get along good on here, but we got different needs. What Broderick's need is not my need. Every last one of us gave different love languages. And no matter if it's the words of affirmation, we need them differently. No matter if it's touch, Johnson may not need to be touched the way I need to be touched. The way you touched the last one, I mean, the way even in sex. And so our prayer tonight are those things. And what are we going to do? We're going to put a seed on it. Thank you, Frank Ray III. You may not come. You like the Lord. You may not come when we want you, but you're right on time. So tonight we are in week 43. Our prayer petition with our seed. Thank you, Broderick. He sold at 12 noon today. $50. Our prayer concern tonight is God send us somebody that understands, number one, Marlinda, the love language. Number 2, Lord, send us somebody, hallelujah, that we can communicate it with. And they don't go off and they don't go left and they listen to us and they get emotional. They can they can receive our emotional baggage and what we need. And then number 3, thank you, Frank Ray, that can comprehend us. I'm going to ask tonight, 50 of you, just 50 of you, that will give that $43 seed. 50 of you. We can make our budget. I can be a blessing to the men for their time, their talent, and their treasure. All right? $43. And then there are 5 of you that can give and stand with when the right one comes and this whole thing that I'm doing, because I need support with 143. All right? Let's do it fast. 50 of you. 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 Make haste. The king's business requires haste. Let's do it. Come on, let's give tonight. I want to call your names as you give, and you can put it on the screen. Done.
Yes.
I need you. I need you tonight. That was so that 40. It's the 43rd week. For 43 weeks, we've
Wow.
been here. 43 weeks.
Yeah.
Holiday, no holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, 380 people was in here.
Yeah. On a holiday.
On a holiday. Okay. So let's get it done, y'all. Let's get it done. The Cash App is Greg Davis 10, $ Greg Davis 10. The Venmo is at Greg Davis 1. The PayPal, contact Greg Davis at gmail.com. Okay. Givelify, Greg Davis Ministries. I think that's everything. Zelle, Greg Davis Show at gmail.com. All right. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Y'all putting done. Y'all putting
Frank,
done.
Frank, I want to say thank you. I received that, man. I know we laugh and joke, but I heard something so powerful through what you said tonight. I received that for myself, that within this year, that God's going to do something that's going to bless my socks off in that area. So, man, I received that word that you spoke tonight prophetically. It came out. And I know it was prophetic, it was heavy, and I thank you for just allowing God. Is when you're in that space, it'll come out either way. And He allowed you to speak that over the room, but I personally received that word from you. So I thank you for your obedience in that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How your voice
Amen.
fit the organ like right on key and on point. You just got an amazing voice there, Claiborne. We love you.
All right. Those of you that would sow the $43. Thank you, Sonia Pinkney. $43. Appreciate you. Let's get it done, y'all, so we can end this night. I see y'all saying you're getting it done, but I don't see it coming.
Bishop, for some reason, I sold mine, but it's saying Cash App is experiencing connection issues.
Oh, yeah, it
Mine
does it
too.
every day. Oh, let me see.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, Bishop. It's a
All of us.
connection
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah, mine's saying it too.
Yeah, I think it's just the network is having an issue.
It's saying waiting for network connection. We'll
That's why
notify
ain't nobody
you
coming through.
when this payment is sent.
Okay, that's not good at the wrong time. Okay, if y'all got it done, I can't keep up with it. Then I don't know no way to keep up with it. So
Yeah, they saying in the comment section they are saying the same too.
okay, so y'all just let me know it's done on here. Then, all right. I need y'all tonight because now we walking by blind faith, and right because ain't nothing came in just on the other. Usually they send notices that it's going on.
Tell them to keep trying. Some people say they didn't go through the first time, but it's going through now. So tell them to keep trying.
Okay.
Oh, the blood of Jesus.
Y'all keep telling me that it's done. Y'all keep telling me that you did it. Cash App pending, waiting, complete. Okay, thank you. Cash App. Lord, somebody else come up with something else. Done. Thank you, Kimberly. Some more of you that can get it done. That's what it's saying? Okay. Cash App will automatically process when they fix it. Okay. I just don't know where we at. They experiencing high volume. What's going on out in the streets? Everybody partying and sending money? I usually get a notification of it saying that, but if y'all saying it on it, I just don't have a way to keep up of it, y'all. 100. Okay, let me know what y'all did. Again, you can use Cash App $ Greg Davis 10, PayPal, contact Greg Davis at Gmail, Givelify, Greg Davis Ministries, Zelle, Greg Davis Show. Yours just went through. It's not coming through on this end. No. Venmo, Greg Davis 1. So we trust God at his word. Yeah, because it ain't moving on this end. No, it's not even showing. It's not even showing in the email.
Hey, Bishop, turn your phone off and turn it back on.
Okay. Okay. It may be caught in cyberspace.
Right. Dr. OP, you got that power. Speak to that Cash App for us.
Yeah, it's not even showing up in the
Yeah, mine's not going through either. On any, I tried on both my phones.
Okay, Linda, thank you. Thank y'all. Just let me know you got it done. I mean, they go through this a lot, so. How many more of you getting it done? Those of you that already got it done. Huh? What'd you say, Johnson?
I was saying mine is showing up as completed in the completed section. So if it says completed in the section, then it's going to go through.
Okay. All right. As long as they ain't cutting me off again. They cut John B. Key off the other day. I told him how to get it back up, and it came back up. You got to go and talk about him on social media. I know I still didn't do no good, Dwayne, but I trusted, you know. Y'all keep on.
Some trust in horses.
Y'all are wonderful people.
Chariots. But I will trust in the name of the Lord.
Oh, you ain't like my organ? You ain't like my organ? Is that what it was?
Your organ ain't in the right key. Oh, yeah.
We're going to pray in a minute. Some more of y'all. I need four more of y'all that will. Who got it up? Turn it down a little bit.
Another light.
4 more of y'all that was sold 143, and that would help us get there. If you just say, I just sold the 143. All y'all giving me remedies for it, and it ain't working, but okay.
Well done.
$143. Thank you. If I can get 3 more to do 143, I know that'll help me be where I want to be at. If I can get 3 more people to give 143. 3 more people to give 143. Everybody else give 43 or give your best. Yeah, I just tried to send $1 to Marlinda, and it's saying the same thing on my end.
Yeah, it's not yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to make sure you're not getting nervous with Cash App.
Yeah.
I get nervous. If I get 3 more people tonight to give 143, just 3 more people, and everybody else get 43, I know we'll be where we need to be.
If they can download a couple of the other apps, then you can't lose. Go ahead and download Zelle and Venmo, because that's a guarantee that if you don't go through one, bitch, you're gonna get it on the other two. So at least you'll have those other apps on your phone.
Yeah. The other thing is, some of you are saying you're getting error messages. Check your confirmation, because for my birthday party, if you check your confirmations, they should be there. We're trying to work it out, but you should still have gotten a confirmation. Greg Davis Show, everything just going haywire. I'm telling you. GregDavisShow.com. Next Tuesday, 7:59 p.m. I'm waiting on 3 more people to tell me that they gave 143. If you tell me 3 more people to get 143, I know without a doubt I can make my budget. I just want to make sure I bless the men. Can somebody look up how to take the love language quiz and let them know for me? Perry, can you look? Since you say you took it 40 times.
Yeah, you just Google love languages and it'll come up, and you just go on the website and take the test.
Quiz, yeah.
Thank you, Vinley.
Just Google the love language test, and it'll come out automatically up.
Okay. Just Google, y'all.
We give you good.
Thank you, Carter.
There go one, Bishop.
Huh?
There go one right there, Candy West.
Hey, Candy, I love you.
It's like Candy.
She supports everything I do. She be all on my page. Thank you, Candy. I love you. Call Tamish West 143 on PNC Bank. Shalise Burke, that's Zelle. Thank y'all. There you go.
Oh mama!
All these musicians.
No.
Frank, if you don't start texting me on the right phone, I just saw what you text me.
Yeah.
You be on.
You know I got 2 phones.
I'll call Tamisha's you. I'll go ahead, Candid.
Who hit that key?
Sound like he's playing it in B-flat.
All right, y'all. We getting ready to pray.
C-sharp.
If I can get one more person to give that 143, just one more person, so Perry won't go to sleep, because he's losing it. All right, y'all. Let's have a word of prayer. Perry, I want you to pray tonight. I want you to pray, and we're praying for the things that we mentioned. And as you all continue to give, I'm trusting you, y'all, that I'll be able to bless the men tonight. Cash App. This is the first time this has happened in the 43 weeks. But if you do it this long, something liable to happen. So I'm trusting y'all that we made the budget tonight. As Perry's praying, I'm praying that somebody would still be led to give that 143 on tonight, that 43 or whatever you have to give on Cash App, and just say, I'm getting done. We're praying for good communication. We're praying for love language, and we're praying for, what is it, Frank? Comprehension. We will comprehend what somebody is saying. Pray for us, man of God.
Father, we thank you right now, God, for what you have done, the wisdom, the knowledge you've poured out. Father, we need you to touch the people of God. There are women tonight, God, that need you to go in and do what only you can do. God, we speak to the realm of communication. We speak to the realm of comprehension. God, we need you to give us understanding, God. Now we thank you for the prophetic symbolism of 43. It means to flow. It means a current. And God, we thank you that communication will flow. We thank you that comprehension will flow. Tonight, God, some is a donation. To others tonight, God, it is an activation. It is a seed that will unlock the heavens concerning what the people of God need. Now, God, we thank you that there will be results and testimonies from this night, from the testimonies of the men of God, as we spoken tonight, God, that somebody's marriage will be reconciled. Somebody's relationship will come together. Somebody will get an understanding and know how to love. And we thank you, God, that we're being healed, set free and delivered from abuse, being healed, set free and delivered from cycles, being healed, set free and delivered tonight, God. And we'll be so careful to give your name the praise, the honor, and the glory. In Jesus' name we pray. We say amen unto God.
Amen.
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 Amen. Frankly speaking, good night.
Stay posted. Just watching my page for the flyer.
Okay.
This week, Wednesday or Thursday though.
Okay, we're a little behind, y'all. Y'all hang in there. Week 44 next week. Make sure that you support all of the men in their endeavors. If you're on Clubhouse, join when the right one comes. Tonight is a very special night, and we want to just wish Marlinda Henry, my daughter and assistant. It is her birthday. It is her birthday, and we wish Marlinda. She's the one behind the scene, the unseen host. It is actually her birthday. Well, it was yesterday, 2 minutes ago. And tonight, if you just want to be a blessing to her, because I think sometimes we forget about the people that serve.
Yeah.
And we look good because of somebody that's behind the scene. I remember when I was trying to be the Wizard of Oz, pushing all the buttons and all that. She makes my life much easier, and I take care of her every week doing the Prophet show and doing this show because it's extra for her. And so tonight we say happy birthday to Marlinda. And if you want to be a blessing to her whenever Cash App comes on, I'm not telling you to give. I'm not telling you what to give, but if you like to be a blessing to her, she's turned 45 years old, y'all.
Wow.
45 years old. And so if y'all could just take time on here and just say happy birthday, Marlinda, if you wasn't on last night. I shared last night her dad died. I don't remember how many years ago because I'm horrible with that, but I took her and Morgan, her daughter, in, and that was one of my bestest friends. He died when he was 52, I believe it was. And Marlinda is like a real daughter. I talk to her just as much as I talk to my biological. You wouldn't know the difference. Some people even be like, oh, y'all look alike. And so, yeah, Dwayne is about to fall out. They say he looks sleepy. Oh, he on the phone. Is he? What are you talking? Oh, I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, and so y'all wish Marlinda happy birthday. And if you would like to be a blessing to her, there is her Cash App. It is not mandatory, but she helps us going. She's been here, I don't know how many weeks. She keeps us going. But be a blessing to Marlinda tonight if you can. I appreciate all your giving. I appreciate all the men. We're going to leave this giving up right now. And once Cash App start bouncing, I'm sure y'all have done the right thing because you are great people and I trust you. And so just share your love with Marlinda. And if that be all. Frank wants to be a DJ.
Oh, don't! I spent some money on some. I'm just leaving. I just spent.
You got turntables.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I posted it on my story the other day. So stay woke.
You know what? I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Candace.
We getting it from all ends. 2021. You feel me?
Every end you can get it from. It all ends up at the end of the year.
Real talk.
Somebody talking about Frank keep trying.
Man, y'all pray for me. I got to preach tomorrow in front of our Memphis Ministers Association. So about 150 to 200 pastors tomorrow at noon. So y'all lift me up tomorrow. I appreciate it.
Will do. Thank you, Candace. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next Monday. Peace out.
Thank you, Bishop.
Thank you. Go to sleep, Dwayne.